The reality is that you're going to take a little time, and once you reach to that point, you're going to always we are all on the process, right, Keisha? We're not avoiding anything. We're going to
No,
be
nobody not avoid
on
nothing at
our
all.
way.
But
Right, right.
so Patricia's question about explaining this tax refund credit, the $20,000. What is it? And I think Patricia also, all right, general people want to know what is it and how do I
Mm-hmm.
get it?
Well, so all right. So the income tax refund of the $20,000. All right. So the government, in their divine intervention, wants us to understand that. Boy, if there was an if with the changes of that 1.5 that went up, and you weren't able to, and you were no longer part of the under the threshold, right? You are now able to now claim for that extra money. Well, they put it at a fixed rate,
Yeah.
but it is a little tedious. But let's say that you were at a certain rate below the 1.5, right? And then when they made the changes, you were basically above the 1.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, with the changes in the tax credit, you can now offer, you can go on and say to them, say, boy, all right, with these changes, I wasn't able to take advantage of the threshold. So because I wasn't able to take, because of the changes the government made, I want back that $20,000, that fixed $20,000 instead of what I was due.
Oh.
So that fixed amount, right? That fixed amount that was is just basically something to give the populace for them to understand the changes that we
Just
made.
to appease
Yes,
them.
yes.
So, but I will get it because me take it.
All right,
Me
so
good.
you go
I
online,
understand. I'm appeased. How do I get it?
you go online, you register on the portal, you
TAJ.
apply, yeah, you TAJ, you fill in all the information, your TRM, your NIS, and you get a response whether yes or no. Some people got no, some people got yes.
So you're saying then just apply for the
Just
refund.
apply, just apply
You
for the
never
refund.
know.
You never know. As I say, so if your employers are contributing for you, and
Yeah, I know that.
yeah, so that is even an issue to us. Some employees, take that tax from you, but not necessarily contributing. So sometimes people would know also. When people know that, when you go to
When
the
you go and get a yes, so you say, but wait there, but I think some employer did a file that
yes,
a
yes,
lot of
you
things
will know.
happening.
So that includes watching your money. You know what I mean?
Come back to
Ensuring
that,
that
come back to
watching your money, right? Because a lot of persons, in my experience, in my field, will know about that when they go and try to apply for the NHT benefit to get out. And when they go there and they realize what's taking place, they know they have to say, "Oh, what is happening here?" And that also brings employers to tax court.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So,
it's
sometimes they're
all.
saying something like that reach them, but for the refund, they say you have to be making less than 3 million a year.
Mhm.
That's what Lanisha was saying. That's how you get the refund. So I mean, for everyone on tonight watching,
But
look for your pay slip. If
then we
you're
don't
under
want to get it
3 million,
too
go
intricate.
on from the TLJ site, apply for your
Mhm.
money. Right, this
Right.
20,000 could be invested, could be used to build your wealth. Never ever
Mhm.
run from free money ever.
No, no,
Don't
no.
quit and collect. Right, there's no harm in doing it. You apply. If you
Right.
get a yes, thank God we'll move. If I know, all right, well, at least we try. But you'll never know
Right.
unless you apply. But I mean, if you're under the 3 mil, for sure. If you make 30 million, not for you,
Yeah.
this, right? I will
So,
we see from there. But I wanted
so
to touch on one last thing before we wrap up is
okay.
filing taxes versus paying tax. A lot of people think
Mhm.
when you file, that means say you have to pay. So me now go about a register my business because me no want have to pay tax. A lot of people don't understand that I can file nil. Me not have to pay nothing. So let's talk about that, especially for business owners. I want them to understand that it's not always a pay. and you make money if you pay the government, make money, pay the government. There are rules, regulations, efficiency. That's why I love tax efficiency, because you don't always end up paying. Sometimes, in the rare cases, you can get a refund.
Mm. Yes. So how the TJ system works is that when you file, right, you file what for the previous period and an estimation for the future. So what they'll say is that, all right, so you're gonna file for the previous period, right, and the estimation for the future. So let me give you an example. So we're in 2023.
Four.
Four. We're in 2023. Hold on.
Oh,
We're in
you mean, okay,
2023. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
And we filed for 2023, right? But then for the estimation, now in 2024, an estimation was done. So what they ask you to do, based on the estimation that was done, you will pay forward. And at the end of 2024, when you file for 24, the difference, we will net the difference of what was filed versus what was paid. So let's say you paid $100,000, and then at the end your filing says $75,000. There would be a net $25,000 on your account that is due to you, and then
Mm,
that's kept on your account and offset it going forward.
love that. But what happens if I'm running business and I have a loss?
Right. So when you're running business with a loss, you can carry half of the loss from one year to the other.
Love that.
So you can carry 50% of your loss into the next period. Right?
Right. So that's the thing. We just start with business,
Mm-hmm.
now make no profit. We're in a
Right.
loss state. When we're
Right.
filing our taxes, we're not necessarily paying anything because we never make no
Correct.
money. We never make a
Correct.
profit. The
Correct.
taxes are paid on the profit, right?
On the profit.
So don't be scared, people, to file. I'm saying that because people afraid them no want to file kind of thing, but I have to pay if I file. Not necessarily.
No, you don't have to. Because as I said, the estimation, right, is a projection of what you may have based upon your history. So based on your history, they would say, oh, based on this history, this is what you had gotten. And if you made a loss, you're not going to declare that you're going to make a profit immediately. Because if you're in the second year of your business, you won't make a normally, right? So
Right.
therefore, it's expected for you to know, say, all right, this is I won't make a habit, but I'm filing, and filing is compliance, right?
Yeah, it's not a
Right.
payment thing. It's
It's
me
not a
being
payment.
compliant with what's required of me in
Correct.
business.
So also, and here's the caveat. So if you don't even pick up a cent for the year, if you don't do any business at all, you are expected to file a nil return.
Nil, yeah. So
Yes.
I know some people them register the business, them never really do nothing with the business
Mhm.
other than just register and get the name.
Correct.
So they
Mhm.
file nil. I have no
Correct.
revenue, no profit,
Mhm.
no tax. So the
Correct.
filing is really compliance, as you say.
Right.
That's
You
all.
cannot,
Nothing to
you
be scared
cannot,
of.
nothing to be scared of, and you cannot file a nil return when you make a revenue or
Yeah.
when you pay expenses.
Yeah, right. Right.
You cannot file a nil return.
You're going right. So
Yes.
this is the
You
discussion
cannot
I
declare
don't
that you
want
had
with
a
the accountants.
zero
And they're gonna give me,
revenue.
you might give me all of the rule them. I'm gonna say,
Mm.
but I ask a question. I might say, yeah, but see my come now.
No,
Yes,
you
what
cannot.
if you make any? So if
If
I make
you
no money,
if you make no money and you had no expenses, you file nil. If you make no money and you had expenses, you still file. You file the expenses, you file the loss.
but you're gonna have a loss, which means I
But
have
you're gonna
nothing to
lose.
pay.
Correct.
Love that.
Correct.
Love that.
Correct.
So
So
you
yes.
see, where pick it up.
Mhm,
Persons want to reach out to you. Julio, thank you, Margaret Condon. Thank you.
mhm.
So, and Augusta saying the Arca gentleman seems to know a lot. How do I contact you? So we're gonna just bring that up on screen. Producer, run the contact information for Arca, please. Persons can reach out to you to continue these conversations, right? Now, knowing your number is critical to protect it. Very important to know your numbers to grow it, which that's my part, that's my favorite, right? You need to know your numbers and you need to understand it, master it. You have to know the game to
Correct.
play it well and to play it so you can build well. So I'm very happy for this discussion. Julio, thank you so much for being on tonight. You know, you shared a lot of gems. It's true to your profession, you know, maybe you have to draw out some of the information, true to, you know, the accounting profession. We have another accounting firm coming on. I'm going to draw out a whole other side of the discussion as well because we want to know the real thing. We
Definitely.
want to know how it really set up. So, you know, I love this discussion because see, Marsha coming with a question. I just want to take this one before she ends. Isn't there a threshold before being eligible to pay? And anything under that would be nil. So see Marsha hit you with some tax regulations here.
Well, the only threshold we're probably talking about is the GCT threshold. Is it the GCT threshold, Marshall, you're talking the 10 million? Where if you declare, if you have revenue over 10 million, you have to pay GCT. So you have
Oh,
to be charging your clients, your customers, whomever GCT once you have revenue over 10 million. Then you will have to pay GCT, which is different from income tax. So
ah,
GCT, general consumption tax, is, as we know, 15% on any service or income, service or product that the business generates over $10 million for the financial year or calendar year. Then you will have to charge your clients thereafter GCT and then pay that said GCT to the government. But the greatest thing is that that GCT that you pay to the government can be netted with the GCT of the expenses that you have.
love
So
that part.
you can offset it
Reduce
versus,
how much I have to pay.
right?
That's it.
It does.
Love that.
It does.
The tax efficiency. Tax
Yes.
efficient. Love it. So it makes sense, you know, we're in business to make money, to grow our
Mhm.
wealth. We have to play the rules of the game, we have to play by the rules.
Definitely.
So we're gonna do it, but we
Definitely.
get expert guidance along the way as we're playing, right? We have a
Mhm.
coach who will tell you what to do, right? We're inside Profit Jumpstarter Academy learning. We tap into experts to learn. So we play the game for win. That's how it
Right.
goes.
Definitely.
Right? We don't
And
sit on the sidelines and complain, say everything rigged and nothing now work for me and the system bad mind. We don't want that thing. But I know the
but
rules.
As you say,
Notice what
Keisha,
I'm
we
doing.
in the
Huh?
information age, Keisha, we in the information age. So
I
we
think
need
that is
as much information ourselves in order to do it, as you
I
said
am
earlier.
I am all on it. A beer data may run. And you guys are gonna hear me talk about it a lot because I truly believe it's the future. And if I the future, I'm in it because the wealth of a bill.